Hola my fabulous divas, and welcome to another edition of Diary of an At-Home Mom / Diva. So yeah, it's that time of the week again, and I'm just bringing you guys a whole bunch of videos today. So stay tuned if you guys want to hear about my trip to Aruba and how well baby girl did staying with grandma. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I started talking about this a little bit before in my mini brush haul video that I brought you guys. So yeah, Aruba was absolutely awesome. If you saw Monday's video, was the first part of our vacation. I took a lot of video, but it's a lot of video of us at the resort. We really didn't leave the resort, although we could have. It was all about us just relaxing, enjoying each other, having a good time, and just reconnecting with each other, because you know my husband's been working a lot, and then I started working, and baby girl's been going to daycare the days that I do work during the week, and then on the weekend if I have to work she stays home with daddy, which is nice. And it's been a long time coming. Of course, you guys know from previous videos I've shared, my husband served 18 years in the Marine Corps, and we hadn't really taken a vacation like that since we've gotten married. Like, we got married, we didn't do a big honeymoon, we kind of just went to Atlantic City for the weekend. Then we had to come back because he had to re-enlist, kind of, you know, extend his contract with the Marine Corps at that time, and then of course, you know, do all of that paperwork before we left. And so we never really did a big vacation. He got deployed back in 2011, 2012, came home. We still didn't do a big vacation. We went home and called that vacation. So this was the first time we took a major vacation, aside from when we went to Puerto Rico. I don't think I've ever shared that story with you guys. We went to Puerto Rico last year for his sister's wedding, but that was just for like 4 days. Of course, I didn't have the baby. She was so small then. My mom had stayed with her. So mom is like my go-to when we have to go away for trips like that. She jumps at the opportunity to come down and spend time with her granddaughter. No problem, no questions asked. I went home for my cousin's wedding. She stayed with grandma, of course. So grandma's like the go-to. So I have to say, I absolutely appreciate my mom. And if you have a mom that does things like this for you, definitely appreciate your mom. Like, my mom came all the way down from New York, stayed with my daughter for the whole week. She brought a bunch of stuff for us, even because she's not going to be here for the holidays. She was here last year, Christmas, and of course she would have wanted to be here for her granddaughter's Christmas again, but because she came now, it's just not feasible for her to come again in a few weeks. So she brought us some things. Mom is always great. She gave us a nice little gift for our anniversary, which was absolutely awesome, guys. You guys will get to see it from the videos that I'll be putting out from Aruba that I took a lot of video from. But, and you guys are wondering, where's the at-home mom stuff? Like, I hadn't been an at-home mom for like, what, 2 weeks now? Working, and then I was away. So this is really just a recap of like Aruba. So, and you guys will see too from the video, I did get very dark, and if you see the tutorial for this one, what the look that I'm rocking today, you'll see in the beginning very dark, especially on my forehead area and parts of my face, and I'm already started peeling. So we made the mistake of just being out in the sun, no sunscreen, no nothing, forgot all about that stuff. We was just so amped to go. I didn't even take any bug spray in case of like protecting my skin from mosquito bites, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to Aruba, I ain't worried about no mosquitoes. I'm not thinking like I'm going to Puerto Rico when I think I got bit up out there too, or like when I go to Guyana and I know for a fact I'm gonna get bit up. So I wasn't thinking about that. We just had such a blast though. It wasn't even like, maybe about the second day, well maybe by the third day, by Wednesday, or even after sitting out in the sun when we did all day Tuesday, got back to the room and I was like, oh my gosh, like my face is dark. So, but we had a great time. It was awesome. You guys will hear me tell you throughout the video, definitely get a passport, travel with your significant other, see places. Even if you're single, I've had my passport since I was a kid, and I've renewed it throughout. My mom has renewed it throughout. Then as an adult, I renewed my passport. And I do have to renew it again because it has my maiden name, which is funny. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. So get a passport and travel. Even as a single individual, I traveled. I went to the Bahamas by myself for my best friend's wedding. I've gone to Canada numerous times with my passport. I've gone to Guyana with my family on my passport. So I've definitely had stamps in my passport. And you want to be able to say you did those things, especially before you got married. This way, when you do get married, you're not in a marriage and you never go anywhere, and you say, you know, I wish I did this, or like I told my husband on the vacation, I said, you know what? Throughout my life, even before you, I don't have too many regrets. I can at least say I did this and I did that before I got married, and now that I'm married, to not do certain things doesn't bother me. But I'm definitely not gonna be, we're not gonna be in this and not travel. We're not just gonna work and never go anywhere. So it was definitely awesome to get away. So the funny story is, I had an opportunity to renew my passport last year. My husband was like, oh, because Puerto Rico, you don't need a passport, you just need a driver's license. And at the time, I had a New York State driver's license where I could travel to places like Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands with just my driver's license. I now have a Georgia license. I can't do that too much anymore because I have to use my passport, which I needed anyway to go to Aruba. So when my husband booked the trip to Aruba, he booked my flight ticket in my maiden name. So he told me he booked the ticket. I'm like, so what name did you? He was like, I used your maiden name. I was like, well, why did you do that? He's like, because you didn't update your passport. I said, but we're not going till December. I have like plenty of time to update my passport. So needless to say, I had to leave my passport the same way, and I traveled under my maiden name. So now when it came time to fill out the customs form, oh my gosh. So there's a part at the bottom where you're supposed to sign, and I signed it in my married name, and I had to scratch it out and sign my maiden name on top. So that was that was funny because we were joking the whole time before leaving. He was like, I'm not traveling with my wife, I'm traveling with my fiance. And I'm like, really? Really? Okay, no problem. But like I said, we had an awesome time. Munchkin had a great time with Grandma all week. I didn't get to communicate with them so much because like my mom had Wi-Fi issues, and I didn't realize she wasn't connected to the house Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I would have been able to talk to them. So I had to text message, Wi-Fi text message my cousin because I have my iPad mini with me, and it has iMessage on there, and she has an iPhone. So I was able to message her, so this way she can call my mom and talk to her. So she was great. She called and checked on my mom and Munchkin. And yeah, they had a great time. And then when I got home, oh my gosh, the most heartwarming. So we come through the door. The funnier part was, before I tell you about coming to the door. So we landed about 7 something. We landed a little bit early. I called my mom as soon as we landed. She was like, are you guys on your way home? I'm like, no. So she's like, your daughter. And then she's like, are you on your way home? I'm like, no, we just landed. So my mom was like, come get your child. Because, you know, my child, she's a sweetheart, but she's definitely got a lot more energy now than when she was a baby. Because then it was just like, she'll look at you and she'll look. And she'll look. And she'll look. And that was it. Now, I think she's making up for when she was a baby. So we get home, come to the door, and she is excited. Like, she runs, she comes, and she doesn't say hi mommy, or she doesn't say hi daddy. It's hi, da 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 da. And we're still not understanding where this came from, but it's so cute when she does it. I can't even be mad at her. So she gave us big hugs, gave Daddy big hugs, and she was all over us, and it was so much fun, and she was so excited. So yeah, everybody had a good time. Mom and granddaughter had a great time. Mommy and Daddy had a great time while we were away. And that's all to the story, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Diary of an At-Home Mom. I had an awesome time. And yes, I'm already back to work. I had to go to work this morning. So yeah, just now pumping out these videos to you guys. So just to let you guys know, stay tuned because there's one more video after this. I will be announcing the winner of my giveaway. Yeah, to Beauty 101. Or maybe, you know what? I'll save that for Friday because I'm so overwhelmed with stuff. I think I'm gonna save that for Friday. So you guys stay tuned for Tutorial Friday, and I'll announce my giveaway winner then. In the meantime, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay fab, because you know your girl is too. Bye.